Hello everyone, this is Niklas. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a great hair selection in Photoshop using masks. At the moment we have like two images. We have this background image and we have this hair image. I just named it hair because it makes me more organized. What we're gonna do here is to remove all of these gray areas from the image and keep as much of our hair as possible. We're starting off with this quick selection tool. The shortcut is W, and we're gonna go around here. Be sure that you are on this layer and just go around here. Try to get as much of our hair as possible, but we're gonna need to subtract some of the selection. As you see, it went all the way up here, so just remove that. And we also want to remove these parts that are like a mixture of hair and the background. So basically just like remove them, pretty simple, like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So on this side, so I'm gonna move over to the other side, going down here. Yeah, like that. That gives us a pretty good selection. So now we're gonna transfer this selection over to a layer mask by pressing this button. So there you go. It's not the best selection, but we're gonna do some work to it and it will look a lot better. So we're gonna start off by clicking twice on this hair thumbnail. And this pops up. It's called Properties of Masks. And we go under Refine. You can go to Mask Edge and you get this up. So here you can like change the viewing mode. I'm usually working on this. It's called On White, but I also want to show you this one at the moment. This is the selection we did. The white on this image is the pixels that are displayed from this original image. So basically what we need to do is get this tool that calls the Refine Radius tool. We're basically just gonna go around here where you can find the hair and sort of brush over it everywhere. You can use a fairly large brush, which I'm using. I'm using a brush size 60, because this is a really good tool and it will do most of the work for us actually. So just go around here, find all the hair, and in like a couple of seconds you will see the results of this amazing tool. Yeah, there we go. I'm now gonna release this the mouse button that I pressed down to draw this, and this is what happens. It tries to find all of these like contrast edges and stuff like that and add them to our selection, which now looks like this. So it's a pretty big difference, right? Going back here, we're gonna play a bit with this contrast. I don't care about the others that much, but I'm getting this up to maybe like 8 or 7. Going with 8 here. Now we're going down to output and output 2. We'll go under here and change this to new layer with layer mask. And when we press OK here, it will duplicate this layer and give us exactly the same image but with a new layer mask that looks like this. So we press OK, and now you can see all of our hair. The next step is that we are gonna create a color layer based on this mask. So we're gonna do this, command and click on this mask thumbnail like this, and you can see it all gets selected. And we're gonna go down here to new layer and new mask. We're going back to this image now and get the eyedropper tool and get like a brown color from our hair, maybe this, and we're gonna fill this layer with it, like this. I'm usually like changing the screen mode so I'm see what I'm working with here. And what we're gonna do is use the dodge and burn tool a bit to get all these shadows going. So I'm starting off with this burn tool. What I'm gonna do here is, I can see here's some darker parts. I'm basically just going over there. I got my settings to range, shadow and exposure 25%. So just go around here, give it a little more contrast, give it a bit more shadow. I think it looks really great on like hairs that are like sticking out here. So just go around where you think it looks better with this darker areas. And now we're gonna move on to this dodge tool. So basically like, yeah, the settings are midtones and exposure. So I'm basically just like going over some of the highlighted parts of our hair, enchanting them if you will. Pretty happy with that now. Next step is that I'm going to remove the part of this mask that are on the face and clothes and skin. So I'm just gonna go under brush here, shortcut is B, gonna go under here, select the black, and basically go on this layer mask and just like paint over without spazzing out. Paint over here, gives her a more natural look. I think it looks a lot better. Gives it more shadows. So there you go. What we're gonna do now is create a levels filter. And this under here, you go to press levels, and then you're gonna create a clipping mask out of this. I just right clicked on the levels layer and go to create clipping mask. Now I'm gonna like get it a little darker, like that, basically so it looks more like the original image. Like that, looks pretty good. Lower the opacity maybe on this, because sort of looks good now. So you get like more contrast in the hair, more color, so it not fades away out here. Now we're gonna group all of these layers. So we select them all, and just pressing down here and holding Shift and press up here, and then Command G will group them, or you can press down here. So I'm gonna call this group hair. Enter. So, and now I'm gonna add the final touch to this, and this is called a photo filter, and it's right here, and this sort of blends the both the background image and this girl together, like that. You can change the filter to whatever your preference are. You can like add a cooling filter which gives this look, or a warming filter, which I'm gonna choose. I think, yeah, it looks good to me. So yeah, that's how you do it. And then when you like move around the hair, you can actually see it's like most of the hair are in the image, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I see you in class.